Welcome everyone, Dylan Gemelli here today with a brand new video for you. So today I want to talk to you about the benefits of vitamin B12. Now, let's just start from the top because there's quite a few to go over here. Number one is more energy. I think a lot of you probably know this, but it's highly beneficial for the metabolic processes that take place inside your body. And this is because of its role in converting complex carbohydrates into simple glucose, chains that are actually used by cells to gain energy. Now, this explains why excess fatigue is often discovered to be the result of vitamin B12 deficiency. The nervous system requires vitamin B12 for effective signaling by neurotransmitters for when the muscles need to contract. The mechanism is what allows your body to do the very simple tasks without feeling exhausted so quickly. It can also reduce the risk of developing neurodegenerative disease. Now, when the body lacks adequate vitamin B12 content because of insufficient intake, then the nervous system actually fails to keep up with that really highly demanding cognitive process. So what happens? Neurologic and psychological interference is going to hinder your cognitive development. So the importance of vitamin B12 just for the cognition is to prevent the nervous system from degenerating. So this really highlights its importance in reducing the risk of actually developing Alzheimer's disease, which is characterized by chronic memory loss. It can also improve your mood. So B12 is really highly regarded as the main constituent of a diet that has the ability to regulate the nervous system, but by doing so, it reduces chances of you developing any mood disorders like depression and anxiety. It's also an instrument that helps to produce certain compounds that help your body deal with high levels of mental stress, and it helps to maintain neurological functioning. It also contributes to a healthy heart. Now, heart disease is a major health concern that is actually faced by developing and developed countries alike. Okay? It doesn't discriminate, trust me. And this is an important consideration, actually considering vitamin B12 is beneficial for a healthy cardiovascular system as well. So, increased homocysteine levels are harmful to the body since they can damage the blood vessels and cause fatal diseases like, arteriosclerosis, for example. Now, vitamin B12 plays the part of regulating the levels of this hormone in the blood because it's produced whenever amino acids are broken down. It can also help to provide you with better hair and skin. Now, because of its role in metabolic processes, it goes without saying that cell production falls under the jurisdiction of vitamin B12 as well. Since hair and skin are the result of healthy cell production, it's really safe to say that B12 has a positive impact on it. So, it improves the skin by reducing unhealthy signs such as redness, excessive oil, dryness, as well as inflammation. A healthy intake of foods that contain vitamin B12 will lead to less hair breakage and stronger follicles. It also helps with digestive processes. So it's really vital in producing the required digestive enzymes, and vitamin B12 is going to help to aid the digestive processes by breaking down the complex compounds into soluble, simpler compounds that are easier to absorb by the body. It actually keeps the healthy bacteria within the digestive system, and it protects them from being eliminated. Now, a balance of healthy bacteria in the digestive system and exclusion of harmful bacteria is what prevents the development of disorders like inflammatory bowel disease. It's also beneficial for pregnancy. So, because vitamin B12 has an importance for DNA synthesis, it's a really vital nutrient that ensures healthy development of a baby. Their mental and physical growth is maintained because of healthy levels of vitamin B12 and folate in the mother's body. It can also help with your immune system. Now, more research is actually focused on the effects of vitamin B12 on the immune system and its role in preventing certain types of cancer. The impact of B12 has been found to be enhanced when in the presence of folate. Now, primary research is increasingly showing the correlation between the presence of B12 and reduced risk of a body developing cancer because of a healthier immune system. It can also produce red blood cells. Another key role played by B12 is that it helps in the production of red blood cells, which carry oxygen through the blood. A low red blood cell count can mean that development of a painful disease like anemia, which is characterized by chronic fatigue and becoming exhausted by doing the slightest bit of activity. And it can also act as an anti-inflammatory. Certain forms of B12 are actually essential for pain management, and without it, the body would be unable to cope. Studies actually that had involved patients with certain aches, such as in their back, their neck or their legs showed that an intake of vitamin B12 would drastically improve their consistency, their condition. And lastly, healthy nails. A sign of B12 deficiency is weak nails that break even if a little pressure is applied to them. Okay, this is because the nutrient is actually important for the process of cell production, which is basically how nails are formed. So that is the main benefits of vitamin B12. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that there's a lot of people that are lacking in this, and I want to make sure that you understand why it's so important. So that being said, www.elitefitness.com/videos. You can see all of my old and new videos being updated daily, uncut and uncensored. www.icearms.com/forums, and Dylan@icearms.com is where you can hit me with all questions and comments. So that being said, stay tuned for plenty more to come. Dylan Gemelli signing off.